Oh shit, I switched this around pretty good.
I really like Imperial Assault. I think my only criticism of it might not be valid. And that is that I wish there was a satisfying short-term version of Imperial Assault. So we spent all day at Ying's house on Sunday. Zero regrets about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we played through maybe a third of an Imperial Assault campaign. Which means we need to schedule, like, at least another 2 days where the 4 of us can all make it out into New Jersey, which is going to be difficult with all 4 of our really terrible schedules. Terrible and contradictory schedules, I should add.
Yeah. Some people are only for the weekends, some people are only for the
weekdays. That's fine. I like making day trips. I like all of the people that I'm playing that game with. I like Ying. This place in New Jersey is really nice. It's really near the train station, so like it's not that expensive to get out there. It's like $15 round trip, and he's really close to the train station. His apartment's really nice. I'm not really bothered by any of that. It's just the difficulty of actually scheduling that much time. I like day trips. I like hanging out with all those people. I'm not bothered by any of that. It's just, I know it's going to be logistically difficult. But I intend to buy this game. First and foremost, I intend to buy this game. I would like for, in the next couple of years, this to be a game that you could play at my house if you came over.
Yes.
But I want there to be an easily accessible version of this game.
You mean like you could do like a 1-off or 2-off?
Yeah. That you could play like a game of Monopoly.
Do an expansion. 1-off or 2-off.
But I think that might be a thing. And Ying was talking about that a little bit on Sunday. But as it is right now, all of the sort of formats he was talking about, where you could play just like 1 or 2 missions at a time and then leave it alone and not have it be part of a campaign and still be satisfying play, they all kind of, to me, sounded like you needed to have already played the game. Right?
Yeah.
And that might just be the nature of this game.
I did it.
The solution to which is just that everyone I know has to play an Imperial Assault campaign, so that we have all already played Imperial Assault, and we can just play a mission at a time, or a free-for-all, or what have you.
Save.
But I don't know. I kind of have a hunger for like more casual, accessible play.
Oh, jeez. Huh. There's a mine there.
A raid?
Raids. Hey, what's up, buddies?
Is it gonna run? Oh, it didn't set off that mine.
Did
it set that mine?
I guess so, huh? Oh, Jesus. My experience, now that I'm done fucking solving that puzzle, my experience with Imperial Assault was also very good, very strong. I just wanted to be the person who uses the Force to beat people up, and so I was. And that was really cool, and it's really well designed, and we were talking about this on the trip back from there, that, like, it is really good at, like, making every action valuable, and, like, also, not only valuable, but crucial. Like, if you fuck up a move, like, if you fuck up whether or not to move or to act, like, or to fight someone, like, that's just it. Like, you might just lose the whole game.
I failed to declare my quick draw for a round.
Yeah.
I felt really bad about it. I also like that about Ying running the game for us. He was, to the degree that role as a GM, he was a good GM, and he was a forgiving GM, but at the end of the day, the game is a game, and the rules are the rules.
Yes.
I explained this part of the game to you. You understood this part of the game, and you failed to act when you should have. Therefore, we are moving on.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that. I unfortunately, I passed on playing D&D with Ying because I'm an idiot.
Oh.
And Ying was the first person to try to get me to do Mid-Cab and Midnight Cabaret, and I told him no. And he offered to invite me into a Dungeons & Dragons session that he was GMing. And I said no to that, too. And those were mistakes. So for pretty much, because of how much I love tabletop RPGs now, and given that Midnight Cabaret is my favorite company I've ever worked with ever,
Right.
pretty much anytime Ying asks me to do anything for the rest of my life, I'm going to say yes. Even if I think it's dumb, even if I think it's asinine, even if I think, no, I'm going to hate every part of this, I owe Ying at least 2. In my own best interests, I just have to say yes from now on.
I imagine you were just, like, Ying just walks up and like, hey, Yoshi, want to rob a bank? It's like,
I'm gonna
no.
say yes! This could be the story of how I became rich and fixed America.
Okay, it's data pack.
Not gonna
from
say no to that.
Sith. Only the final entry. Seems I need to get across the pool of acid in the central chamber if I am to complete my test here, but that is not going to be easy. The runes name one obelisk, the pillar of fire, the other is the pillar of ice. I can only assume that one of the pillars leads the way to remove the acid pool. Fire, ice. Wouldn't fire create toxic fumes? I'm not sure. Maybe freezing the pool would be safer. Well, I'll worry about that once I bypass the Tarentatech beasts, if I can.
Imperial Assault might be the most I have ever liked a game that I lost this hard the first time I played it. So we played 4 missions on Sunday, and we lost 2 of them.
Yeah, we lost half.
And we lost those 2 real hard. It's not like we got really close to the end and like, oh, we lost, like, coin flip at the end. We fucked up both missions.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And one of them, there's an argument to be made for both of them. I'm
Well,
not
I think
sure
the first
what
one
we
we lost came down to just dice.
Yeah. What I was about to say is I'm not sure we actually could have acted
Jesus.
better in
Yeah.
either mission. Maybe, but I don't know that for sure.
Oh,
And point being, we lost both of them really hard.
yeah.
But I still love this game. And a game that you can honestly enjoy, that you can derive that much entertainment from, even when you are abject losing it, that's the mark of a really, really good game. That's one of the reasons why I like Fortune Street so much.
Yeah.
Is not every Fortune Street game, because sometimes you just have like a weak start out of the gate,
Yeah,
and you
just
know
get
for
crushed.
the entire game that you're not competitive, and that's kind of depressing. But most of the time playing Fortune Street, even when you're losing, even when you know you're losing, there's still a lot of entertainment value to be had. It's still a lot of fun to play through. I'm like, oh, I'm vying for second place, or oh, I'm vying for just not last place.
Yeah, I just don't want to be Donkey Kong.
And it's still exciting and adventurous.
American stealth. Hope my stealth is good enough.
It's another game like that.
No.
Diplomacy. Diplomacy is another game where it's fun even when you know you are losing. Ryan actually gives a good example of this. The last time I played Diplomacy, I formed an alliance whose clear objective was to just fuck over Ryan because he had just betrayed me in like a previous year. So no, I'm not fucking loyal to Ryan's country anymore. Fuck him. Let's all coalition and destroy Ryan. And we were successful in that coalition, and he was basically done for the game. And in the last like 2, maybe 3 rounds, he formed a wonderful coalition whose entire objective was to just personally fuck me over as revenge for him. And he took a lot of joy in like being the architect of my failure, of my collapse. And even for as upset and frustrated as I was at the time, like, this doesn't actually advance anyone's agenda. This is just personal and petty and fucks me over. With time, I have to look back on that moment and go, that was amazing.
That was pretty well done, yeah.
That was so fucking solid. And Imperial Assault falls into that category too. Even when you're losing, the architecture of how you lose is fascinating and entertaining to play through.
Yeah.
And if you know me at all, you know my comparing your game to Fortune Street and Diplomacy is high fucking praise.
That's serious shit. Also, something I noticed, like, as much as, you know, Ying was being good about helping us because it was our very first time and he fucking made the game,
We had one moment where Ying was like clearly recommending something but not forcing us into it. And I just looked around at the party and went, I don't think any of us are gonna argue with one of the creators of the game.
Yeah.
If you think that's what we should do, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. But like.